Yeah. So the last thing I want to say on kind of the design front of God at the moment is more of a biological statement, a statement about biology. And this is what's called a dysteleological argument. You hear about teleological arguments and you get things like, you know, Paley's watchmaker, or you get like irreducible complexity, or I don't know, all these kind of different arguments. So a teleological argument looks like this. So this is what a Christian might say. Living things are too well designed to have originated by chance. Therefore, life must have been created by an intelligent creator. The creator is God. So that's your basic teleological argument. A dysteleological argument says an omnipotent, omniscient, omnibenevolent creator God would create organisms that have optimal design. Organisms have features that are suboptimal. Therefore, God either did not create these organisms or is not omnipotent, omniscient, and omnibenevolent. Right. So, and I think that's a pretty good standard dysteleological argument. And then you say, right, let's just look at human anatomy alone. So just concentrate on humans. And you're like, right, women die in childbirth, ectopic pregnancies, our digestive canals and our breathing systems are so closely related that when we eat, we can choke to death really easily that other animals don't do, but we do.
Yeah, we use the same area. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got hernias, we've got wisdom teeth, we've got the appendix and appendicitis. We've got some muscles and nerves have absolutely no use because they're kind of left over from our evolutionary past. You know, we can wiggle our ears, some of us, but not all. Interestingly, not all of us. What's the point of that? Like, that makes no, again, abductive argument. What would you predict on Omnigod, the best designer in human conception, or naturalistic atheism and evolution? You know, would we expect junk DNA and junk muscles and nerves on Omnigod? No, because God's the greatest designer ever. It's not just slapdash haphazard. Evolution only uses the bricks that are available to evolution at the time. I'm using the term of agency for evolution. Of course, it's not an agent, but you understand what I'm saying. So, so the back is really poorly designed and we get backache really badly. We're very bad at synthesizing our own vitamin C. That's defective and that can lead to scurvy in certain circumstances. Our eyes are actually poorly designed and we have inverted retina that can cause many adaptations, including blind spots. Yeah. And other animals don't have this or have better eyes in certain situations, whatever. The fact is, just looking at humans, we have suboptimal design. There's no doubt about that in my book. There's absolutely no doubt. Now, the thing is, and this is something to take away from today. If you're going to take anything away from today, it's that, and again, to go back to your abductive argument, it's that all data in the universe, every single bit of data. So, Hanny, that you stubbed your toe this morning, or that you have, I don't know, that you are partially schizophrenic, or that you've got a friend with a phobia of spiders, or that like a car crashed into the wall the other day. Every single bit of data you see in the world around you needs to be explained in Omnigod, in that framework of Omnigod. So if you've got an all-loving, all-knowing, all-powerful God, everything needs to be explained within those metrics, right? So when we have suboptimal design, we don't need to, we can adequately explain that perfectly well with evolution by natural selection. But how do you explain that under God? So therefore, which hypothesis does this data better support?
What do you think about some Christians now realizing that they've dug themselves a very deep hole by introducing the omni concept, and then now they're going with the maximally?
So yeah, so it's basically what happens when you do philosophy is you get forced into a corner. You're like, oh my goodness. So this is why. So I talked about open theism earlier. So I do understand this, which is like, if you believe God has full divine foreknowledge of this universe, this makes God look like a bastard. Like, it really does. There's no way around this. You got a tsunami that kills 230,000 people. God has created plate tectonics, and God knew that would happen. And if God knew that would happen and creates a universe anyway with Ebola and cancer and all these things and tsunamis, and goes and then doesn't step in to save people, then God just looks like a bastard. So how does a Christian get God off the hook here? God has to maintain a perfect place. So he can't know that's going to happen, or he can't know certain things are going to happen. So freely willed decisions are going to bring about, I don't know, Holocaust. But then the problem is that if you say that, then God is just blindly creating with very little predictive power about what's going on. Now, Facebook can predict human behavior on 300 likes. This was back in 2015, right? 2015 had an algorithm that better predicted your human behavior on 300 likes from Facebook than your own partner could predict of you. Like, if Facebook can do that, then God can predict a little. So open theism comes a bit unstuck here by making God look like a kind of haphazard, like blind creator that has less predictive capability of Facebook.